but chanting Bharat Mata ki Jai refuses to die down. In fact, the Darul Uloom has issued a fatwa against chanting the slogan. It says that Islam does not allow idol worship. Therefore, Muslims should restrain themselves from chanting Bharat Mata ki Jai. They're even arguing that they and their predecessors were born in India and that they do love the nation, but equating the nation with God goes against their religious tenets. They have also regretted the fact that they are being forced to chant Bharat Mata ki Jai as evidence of their love for the country. If you recall, a huge controversy had broken out when the AIA-MIM chief Asauddin Owaisi, in response to the RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat's statement, had said that he will not chant Bharat Mata ki Jai.
ये एक इस्लाम की कट्टरपंथीता झलक रही है इसमें, क्योंकि भारत माता के नारे लगा करके लाखों करोड़ों शहीद हुए हैं, फांसी के फंदे चूमे हैं और उनके भारत माता को नकारना माने आज़ादी की लड़ाई में शहीद हुए लोगों के अपमान करने के बराबर है।
नहीं, उनका बयान ठीक नहीं है। मादरे वतन की जब वो बात करते हैं, हिंदी और उर्दू में इतना ही अंतर है। मादरे वतन माने देश के लिए उसको प्रणाम करते हैं, उस रूप में स्वीकार करते हैं, तो उनका जो बयान आज आया है ये अच्छा नहीं है, देश के हित में नहीं है।
Okay, so clearly this controversy refuses to die down. We have with us Professor Rakesh Sinha, an RSS ideologue. Thank you so much, sir, for speaking to us. And we also have with us Muhammad Salim, engineer. Thank you so much for speaking to us. Now, let me ask you, the question is whether the chant actually equates Bharat Mata ki Jai to God, because it is about the country, it's about hailing the country. Where does God come in this chant, sir, in Bharat Mata ki Jai?
See, we have been an independent secular country for last more than 67 years.
Yes.
And what is the situation now that it is being compelled that you should chant this, you should chant that? Is it a symbol for nationalism, or is it a symbol for patriotism? And if somebody is compelled to do that, it's not allowed. And
I agree.
religiously
no one
also.
Compelled to do
religiously
that.
also.
But why has the Darul Uloom issued a fatwa about not chanting it? Because it is about hailing and praising motherland.
See, fatwa means somebody asks some question to someone, some clerics, and they advise what to do, what not to do. It's an opinion. And it is so clear, not by giving the Darul Uloom fatwa. It was clear earlier also that Muslims cannot worship anybody. Muslims love their country. Muslims have sacrificed their lives. Muslims have given their blood. This country is made by all of us. We have all sacrificed. Nobody has right to ask you are patriot or not. Nobody is asked to just say that if you chant this or chant that, then only you are.
But sir, it's not about ideal worship. It's about
who are they to ask this question? Who are they? Who has given them this right to ask anybody's patriotism? They have not seen what people have sacrificed for this country.
But
so this is to divert. This is to divert that if government has not performed well. There are elections in 5 states. They want to divide this society. They want to polarize this, that these are the people who are nationalists, these are the people who are anti-nationals. It is whom they define themselves. They define nationalism themselves. They give their own definitions. And who has given them this right to compel somebody, to ask somebody that you chant this or you chant that? Even if somebody asks me to chant Allahu Akbar forcibly, I will not do that, because nobody has right to compel me or force me to chant anything.
Fair enough.
Religiously
and
also,
that's the argument,
Muslims
Professor
cannot
Sinha,
do that.
That's the argument that's being put forth, that why does one need to, prove their patriotism by chanting Bharat Mata ki Jai? I mean, if I don't say it personally, does that make me unpatriotic?
No, nobody is going to say someone that to prove your nationalism. I think these are the imaginary things and conspiracy theory of the people who are basically questioning the narrative of nationalism. When Mohan Bhagwat ji said that people should learn to, it is our moral duty to teach the children for Bharat Mata ki jai, or later he said it is not a compulsion to anyone.
But he had a change of heart. He changed the statement where now he's saying that there's no compulsion. Nobody can forcibly, ask somebody to.
Maharashtra Assembly member was...
Let me suspended. There is a continuity of narrative on nationalism. Our purpose is not to create a binary between the Hindus and Muslims. But the way they are questioning, you can question Mohan Bhagwat ji 100 times. You can question RSS 1,000 of times. We don't bother. But when you are questioning the very concept of Bharat Mata ki jai, you yourself ask the question that Bharat Mata ki jai is not the worshipping God and goddesses.
Yes.
You can say that RSS has created a particular type of Bharat Mata. Don't accept that. Everybody has a different imagination of Bharat Mata. You just put a green flag and say Bharat Mata ki jai. Entire narrative of Indian nationalism, right from 1857 to 1947. It was a Nehru's public meeting or Maulana Azad public meeting. There was a Bharat Mata ki jai. And the first war of independence, led by the last Mughal emperor. What was the slogan? Bharat Mata ki jai. So what I want to say?
No, but times have changed, Professor Sinha. Yes. And Mr. Mohan Bhagwat also urged the younger generation. No, but do you think that this is much ado about nothing? I mean, this is an unnecessary controversy.
Nationalism is an expression of love and affection for the motherland. And it is not one country. In Egypt, the national song is a glorification of motherland. They say they're hailing the motherland. It is not one country, but there are hundreds of the countries who are hailing the motherland. Someone says Madri Watan, someone says glorifying motherland. There is nothing wrong. When you are expressing the love and affection for motherland. But at your
own will. I think that's what's important.
But the fatwa is the continuation of the league mentality of pre-partition days. Same kind of binary they created. He is saying that government is diverting. Why you are getting diverted? You just say, why you not a fatwa, and why the politics of fatwa? We are a secular democratic state. There should not be any third person between God and the person. When you control sexuality to nationalism, when religion starts controlling sexuality to nationalism, then religion becomes a problem for a nation.
But why do you feel that, this is all about divisive politics? And I still want to come back to that point. Yes. It is about praising the motherland. I don't see anywhere the name of God being mentioned. How is Bharat Mata ki jai related to Islam or to the Prophet? How, sir?
There is no doubt, nobody can doubt that Muslims of this country love this country. They have sacrificed. Then what do you want?
So why
what else you want?
So what's the harm in saying
why only that particular slogan to be chanted? This is fascism.
No, this is about fatwa. This is about nationalism. You have to condemn fatwa. You are not condemning fatwa.
No, I am not condemning. I am supporting fatwa.
Oh, he is supporting fatwa.
Yes, because fatwa is opinion.
You are creating binary. You are creating a binary.
You are creating division.
Why in a secular democratic country? Why secular democratic country?
Yeah, it is.
If you are relying on
our democratic country, our secular constitution says that even Sikh brothers, they have clearly said.
Don't divert the debate.
Even Sikh brothers,
my simple
our
question
Sikh brothers have clearly said.
I have a simple question to you.
Yes, please.
If you are relying on the Constitution, the Constitution also says Uniform Civil Code. The Uniform Civil Code is not a matter of a Hinduization of Muslims.
Constitution also says complete ban on liquor. That is also Constitution says. Why not do that?
Let me say, but different states, various, almost.
Why not India?
60%
Why not India? Now same chief minister is prime minister. Why not ban?
I think we're just diverting from the main point.
Don't divert. My point is there. My point is there.
Yes. Please let's stick to the chant.
There are two kinds of nationalism,
which has triggered this huge controversy.
One is constitutional nationalism, when always you quote the constitutional rights. There is a cultural nationalism. The cultural nationalism is inclusive of the cultural and intellectual legacy of a nation. And every country, whether it is Egypt, whether Saudi Arabia, even Pakistan. And Pakistan celebrates Panini. Panini was a Sanskrit scholar. You go to the Pakistan's website, Panini is mentioned.
But Professor Sinha, this can also be misused. I mean, very recently we had an incident of 3 young boys being, beaten up. They claim to have been forced to have chanted.
That incident is under question because the boys have changed their version. They said Ki Jai Mata Di, then they said Bharat Mata Ki Jai. So that should be investigated. If anyone is forcing someone using violence or even the violence by words or by the means, he is a culprit, criminal. He should be punished. I am telling he is a criminal.
Even those MPs who are asking this.
My question is that how the glorification of motherland becomes a theocratic question.
No,
if
it's-
you are bringing everything under
See,
theology, then
See,
nationalism will be deconstructed.
why you
They
are
are
imposing
deconstructing
your
nationalism.
definition on others?
What is your definition?
Why you are
But
imposing?
sir, coming back to the fatwa, the Darul Uloom has issued this fatwa specifically
not
about...
issued, not issued. Let me tell you what fatwa is.
Yes,
Fatwa means somebody asked
yes,
to some clerics
Yes.
that yes, can we do that or not?
yes. And they
So
refuted.
They say that
refused.
Islamically you cannot
Yes,
do that
but
because you cannot worship anybody
But
other
that's
than
my
God.
point. But there was
Yes.
no God. The word God
Yes,
or
it
ideal
is.
worship is
Yeah.
not mentioned
See,
in Bharat Mata ki Jai.
What
But
our
sir,
RSS brothers have made this country of is a statue.
No, you
a
forget.
Mata.
No,
No, why you compare
forget.
that?
You forget.
Even,
You forget
even,
RSS.
even without
RSS is
Mata,
not RSS.
even without Mata,
Oh.
we love this country.
No, there are three things.
Even
Bharat,
without
Bharat is
Mata,
in our constitution. It is name of
it
the
is
constitution.
Bharat. It is not Bharat Mata in constitution.
Oh,
it
Mother-
is Bharat.
Mother-
it is India.
Oh, then
it is not
Javed,
Mata. In
Javed Akhtar has
Javed
already
Akhtar
responded.
is not.
Javed Akhtar responded, in constitution there is not Sherwani, you have to wear Sherwani.
Sherwani is Indian.
You know,
You mean to say Sherwani
there
is
a
not
fatwa, there is a
outside.
fatwa, the size of
Sherwani is a
si-
national dress.
आपके पैजामे का size क्या होगा?
Sherwani,
There is a fatwa.
the
There is a
Rashtrapati
fatwa.
yeah, but don't you
Rashtrapati
think that this
wears
is
it.
an
Pradhan Mantri
unnecessary
wears it.
controversy that has been raised, and
we are
intellectuals
not imposing
and
Sherwani.
educated people like
No,
you
I-
need to just,
I think,
rise
see,
above
they
this.
Are communalizing,
and
they are communalizing the
See,
nationalism.
they are dividing in the name of nationalism. That we are nationalists. We define nationalism. We define
so
the
what are you
patriotism.
most against? What are you against?
Forcibly asking someone to chant anything.
Who has asked you to
So
forcibly
people
chant?
are asking
Who?
if somebody is not chanting this.
Who has asked you?
So why you are discussing? If
No,
not
but,
asking.
no,
but
who-
there is no, but the
Yes,
RSS
yes,
It is
has.
not an Islamic state, it is a
Professor
democratic state, you can
Sinha,
discuss
It is a-
anything.
yes, you can discuss anything.
No, my 3 points.
But Professor Sinha, the
Yeah.
RSS and many people
No, my-
within
why
the government have
Maharashtra-
also.
why
I'm
Maharashtra
telling you,
Assembly
I'm telling you.
members
Just to be-
were suspended? Why Maharashtra Assembly
suppose
members?
RSS says you have to take fresh air in the morning, then you will say I will stop taking fresh air in the morning because RSS. You forget RSS.
No, but when it comes from the RSS chief,
you forget,
from Mr.
I am
Mohan
telling,
Bhagwat.
I am telling you, you forget RSS.
Okay.
You criticize RSS in 1,000 times, in 1,000 words. That is not the problem. Problem is that, are you accepting the concept of Bharat Mata or not? If you are not accepting the concept of Bharat Mata, then you are negating your own legacy of freedom movement, your own legacy of nationalism, and you cannot create a separate nationalism in the country. A nation within the nation cannot be created. You are doing same thing.
See, the concept of Bharat Mata created by RSS, by cultural nationalism, is not same for all
But
Indians.
gentlemen, I just want
last-
no. I just want to. No, I would like
every
to add.
Indian would
Don't
not
you
agree
think?
to RSS
but don't you
concept
think
of-
times have
Yeah.
changed? Instead of asking the younger generation to be,
what?
having such strong views, why not talk about education? Why not talk about
This
more,
is what we are saying.
democracy?
This is
why?
for diverting. This is for diverting to hide.
And you think it's because of the upcoming
they are
elections?
Diverting. They are
Last-
diverting because
I will
there
take
are
30
elections in 5 states. They are,
So it's-
they want to hide. They don't. They have very.
it's a political issue.
Yeah, it is.
No, he says
they don't
RSS
know.
created the culture nationalism. RSS was formed in 1925. And Bharat Mata ki slogan was raised in 1857 in Red Fort.
Okay.
Who was the leader? Leader was the last emperor. And Maulana Azad was a Muslim. No demonization of Muslim when he said Bharat Mata ki Jai. Javed Akhtar thrice said Bharat Mata ki Jai. Bharat
Did
Mata
Maulana
no
Azad
demonization.
spoke?
Yes.
Did Maulana Azad spoke?
In
Can you give a proof?
In Hal Hilal,
No,
he
no.
wrote Bharat Mata ki Jai.
Did-
Hal
did
Hilal,
he
he wrote
spoke?
Bharat Mata ki Jai.
Well, I just
Yeah,
hope.
no.
And Jawaharlal Nehru made a sub-chapter of Bharat Mata ki Jai in Discovery of India.
Right.
I think these
Okay.
people are dividing the nation. They have the same dream which Muslim League has the dream.
They
and
have
this
the
is, this
same
should be
dream
condemned.
which failed at the time of partition. They want this country to make a Hindu Rashtra. It is a secular country.
Jinnah was-
it is a country
Jinnah
of
was
all
not
Indians.
important.
All
Jinnah
right,
was
but
not
gentlemen,
important.
we'll have to leave it there.
No
Maulana
religion.
Sahab, Jinnah was not imported from Saudi Arabia. The man who divided the country belonged to this land. So if you are remembering, you are reminding, if you are reminding the Muslim
It is an
sacrifice,
unfinished
those were
agenda.
partisan.
I
It
think
is
this
an
conversation
unfinished
can
agenda
continue.
of making this Hindu Rashtra.
All right.
It is
Mohammed
unfinished
Engineer,
agenda.
thank
which
you
is
so
being
much,
tried.
Professor Sinha. Thank you so much for your time. And
Thank
we
you,
do
thank you.
appreciate your views right here on India Today.
Thank you.
Obviously, we can, focus on the positive things that we did there against Australia.
We've got a very different team to those games that we played. We went through quite a few players throughout those 3 games.
Congress वाली रंग बरसे